does validation mean? And how does validation affect a person? The definition of validation means to affirm a person, their feelings, their emotions. However, in some instances, if an individual is raised in a dysfunctional home, they might not receive validation from their parents and caregivers or other family members. And when that occurs, that can create a whole host of problems. And why is that? Well, because the individual will then seek for external things outside of himself or herself to receive that validation. That validation that they're seeking might come from social media. It might come from trying to be an overachiever or to be very successful in their profession. The only problem with that is when an individual continues to seek external validation, in a lot of instances, it's never filled. So in essence, that void always feels empty because something seems to be missing. And then again, the origin of that issue goes back to them not receiving validation when they were growing up as a child. So what is the remedy or a solution for feeling a sense of validation or trying to derive a sense of validation? So what I would like to say is this: validation is something that you can create or cultivate on your own. So in essence, this idea of self-validation. So validation can come from, wow, focusing on some of your small successes or the things that you've achieved throughout your life. And rather than feeling like, oh, I have to get this validation from my friends or the society or Instagram, learning and knowing that that can be cultivated from within and it can be incorporated into a daily practice. So once you do that, each day over time, not only are you turning it into a practice, but you're also cultivating validation. And in doing so, you will no longer need that validation coming from external influences such as people, social media, but rather getting it from within. So validation can be an inside job and you can do it. It's just a matter of putting it into practice and cultivating it on a daily basis.